Hello, I'm Larry Combest. Not long ago, I had the privilege of serving as the chairman of both the Intelligence and the Agriculture Committees in the United States Congress. So I understand how important U.S. farm policy is to our nation's energy and food security and to the family farm. That's why I authored the 2002 Farm Bill and important legislation to strengthen crop insurance throughout the nation. To me, this was not a Republican or Democratic issue. It was the right thing to do. I'm proud to have worked shoulder to shoulder with people on both sides of the political aisle who feel as I do that the family farm is too important to lose. For a number of years now, I've had the opportunity to watch one of those people up close, your Senator Norm Coleman. Since he was first elected 5 years ago, Norm Coleman has served on the Agriculture Committee and has been a leader in defending and promoting strong U.S. farm policy. In fact, when the 2007 Farm Bill stalled in the United States Senate, Norm Coleman broke with his party and voted to end the impasse. And ultimately, Norm was instrumental in reaching a bipartisan agreement to successfully move this must-pass bill. Norm Coleman put people over party and politics to get the job done for Minnesota farm families. Minnesota has had a long and fine tradition of sending independent men and women to Congress who want to do the right thing. Norm Coleman is a wonderful part of this tradition.
I'm Senator Saxby Chamblis of Georgia, ranking Republican on the Senate Committee on Agriculture. First of all, let me say to you Minnesotans, thanks very much for sending Norm Coleman to the United States Senate. I had the privilege of being elected in 2002, the same year Norm was elected to the Senate. We were both appointed to the Senate Agriculture Committee immediately upon our arrival in the United States Senate. I've had the opportunity to work side by side with Norm on so many issues involving Minnesota as well as American agriculture. I've been to Minnesota with Norm. I've seen your agriculture up and close firsthand. Norm has such a keen mind and a keen interest in what's going on in Minnesota agriculture, and I cannot overemphasize the number of times that he has talked to me about the parochial interest of agriculture in Minnesota. Norm Coleman is a great advocate for American agriculture. This has been best exemplified by his commitment to making sure that we rewrite farm policy in 2007 with a new farm bill. Norm has worked with me side by side in a bipartisan way with our friends on the other side of the aisle, both on the Ag Committee as well as off the Ag Committee, to ensure that we develop good, solid agricultural policy that's going to carry us forward for the next 5 years. It makes no difference whether it's sugar beets or wheat from Minnesota or peanuts or cotton from Georgia. Norm Coleman cares about agriculture. He knows the importance of agriculture not just to his state, but to all Americans. He understands that this year, when we talk about agriculture and about a farm bill, it's a matter of national security, not just agricultural security.
Things I learned as mayor is that if you can bring people together, you can actually get things done, and we have done it now with the Farm Bill. What happened was that the Democratic leader, Harry Reid, originally said he wasn't going to allow any amendments. In the last Farm Bill, we had 49 amendments, and I think 25 of them were actually by votes. And so our side was saying that, no, we're not going to move forward unless everybody gets a chance to do their amendment. Bottom line is I had a chance with my colleagues the other day to urge them to find some common ground. We did. There'll be 20 amendments on each side. But the bottom line is we're now going to pass a farm bill that's going to have a $4.5 billion increase in funding for nutrition. It's going to have over a $1 billion commitment for renewable fuels, biofuels, renewable energy. It's going to have the largest conservation commitment Congress has ever made to conservation. And most important, it also keeps the safety net for family farmers. Make sure that America will continue to produce the safest, most affordable food supply in the world. Our family farmers need it, Minnesota farmers need it, America needs it. I'm glad that I could have been a small part of those. Some of those things I learned as mayor can serve you pretty well when you're serving the United States Senate.